So what about useful emotions? Emotions that can help you be a better person, like guilt or regret. If you're doing
Ah,
something habitually that's bad for you
mhm.
or your relationship,
Sure.
if I just let it go, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing, right?
Right, right, right. You think so. But think about it. How many people here have ever done the thing they feel guilty about again? Raise your hands. Anyone honest in the room, just raise their hand. We think our guilt keeps us in line, but there's several problems with guilt. First of all, guilt is an IOU for punishment, and we never feel like we've been punished enough. So most of us are still punishing ourselves for things that we feel guilty about that may have happened many, many, many years ago. And if guilt actually worked, then I've done work in prisons. And when I do the work in prisons, when I've done that work, what I found is, first of all, the cool thing about it is that they're no different than us. That was a real eye-opener. The people in prisons are absolutely no different than us. The only difference is they got caught. But the other thing is, most of them feel very guilty about what they did. And when they get out of the prison, if they don't release the guilt, since I can't cover every prisoner in the country, at least I haven't yet, the guilt actually drives them to do it again. So if that guilt actually kept people in line, it would work. But their whole religion's based around guilt, and it doesn't really work. Because guilt is a distortion. So you're saying, well, then how am I going to motivate myself, maybe? Well, in my experience, there are two sets of emotions that we experience. On the one end of the spectrum, there's apathy, grief, fear, lust, anger, and pride. And all of those are varying degrees of negativity, and that includes guilt. But underneath that, at our core, is courageousness, acceptance, and peace. That is who we are naturally. And what you'll find is as you use this process, you'll start to live more courageously. You'll start to experience more peace and acceptance in everyday life. And when you're acting courageously, you don't need to motivate yourself by negativity to do the right thing. You do it naturally and spontaneously. So what you'll find as you use this process is the more you let go, the more you naturally are motivated by the positive emotions that are natural in each and every one of us. And you won't need all those other motivators anymore.